We're gonna look at the desktop search that they have in KDE. Okay, so bust out your system settings and head to desktop search here. Now in here it's a little bit confusing if you never used this before. They have two different things. One of them is called Nepomuk and the other one's called Strigi. They're two different things, but they're related somehow, and let me explain that here. So Nepomuk is basically your meta tags or your metadata. Everything like from tagging to commenting to rating, okay, and you know, like you're rating a music 5-star, okay, or you add a tag to it to a certain file. I'll explain more of that later on, but this other one called Strigi, this is where you do your searching, okay. Now this one is not just searching by, you know, file names. You can actually search it like the content inside it. So let's say you have a text file and you want to search you know, a word inside that text file, or like a PDF or something, and you want to search for a word inside it or a paragraph inside it. This will allow you to do that, okay. The thing with this one is kind of slow though, Strigi, okay. So that's how they're related, you know. Both of them are designed for you to search, whether you want to search by rating, by you know, a word or a tag or whatever, you can do that. So enable those two if you want to use this, right? So I already did that. Let's get on to the next tab here, the desktop query. Now in here they allow you to index removable media, like, you know, your external hard drive or USB or whatever you have, okay. Just check that, and if you want to do like a customized index, which is what I did here, expand here, and you can actually select you know, which folders that you want to you know, index or whatever. So I have a, you know, a few here that I wanted to get rid of or whatever. Just checks the one that, you know, you want to let it index, and it takes a long time to index. That's why I remove some of the folders, but that's what you do. Just check the one that you want. Over here is just that you want to exclude some extensions that you don't want it to you know, index, okay. So type whatever extensions or something that you don't want it to be included in your search, and it'll get rid of it. Basically that's all you gotta do in here, okay. So cancel out that. As far as the backup, I'll probably explain that another time, okay. And this advanced setting here, this is basically by default the minimum to have this running and working whatever is 50 megs, okay. If you wanted to go a little bit faster or whatever, for the use of Nepomuk, you can actually increase it, but 50 is enough for, you know, the standard. So let's get this to usage, okay. So after you enable all that crap, how do you actually use it? So we're gonna get out of that one, and let's open our you know, Dolphin here, okay. Now in here there's actually this new thing called faceted browsing or faceted searching or whatever the hell they call it, and that's tied it within you know, searching with Strigi and Nepomuk. So let me try to explain that also. So in here you have these two I guess panels or whatever, like information and filter bars, and you can actually do like ratings. So let's say I want this file, right? You can actually do the ratings, and this rating thing here is from Nepomuk. You know, if I say I want this 5-star, or what is it, this 5-star there, I can do that. I can add tags from here if I wanted to. Let's say I call this I don't know, call it YouTube or something, right? And I can add tags. You can add more tags if you want, but let's just add one, and that's how we did it. Now they have the tag of YouTube. You can actually add a comment also, like I don't know, junk file or some crap in there. And there you go. This is how Nepomuk works. So Nepomuk allows you to do ratings, tagging, like I said, and commenting. Okay. Over here in the filters here, this thing is well, I'll explain that in a minute, but when you want to search, you hit the find option here. Okay. And they have these options, kind of like tabs, but not really. These are your options. Whether you want to search by file name, and these are just file names here. Okay, so this is file names. If you want to search content, that's inside the file name, and this is the to location here. So you want to search it within this directory or everywhere. Okay, this includes all the folders. This is just only one folder. So that's the difference. These are the two options for searching, and this is the two options for you know, whether you want it everywhere or just the single place. So let me show you, for example, if I say file name, I want to search for ffmpeg, and you see it only searches for file name. See, the file name, all of them has an ffmpeg in it. Okay, now if I search for content, let me switch over to content here. It's a little bit different because you see all these other ones is not just file names. Inside it there should be a word, you know, ffmpeg. So let's say I open one of these. Let's say I open this one. Let me stop this here. You can actually stop it, the searching, by the bottom here. So close that one off, and let's say I open this one, and inside this it should have a word called ffmpeg. So let me find it. See, so that's what it does. It searches inside the content for that word ffmpeg. So that's what I mean by content and file name. And as far as location, you know, you want it everywhere. So this will search everywhere that you allowed it to index. And this one is just the folder that you're currently in. That's it. That's the difference. Now let's go back to that faceted. What is that, searching or browsing they call it. It's kind of a fucking fancy name for filters. That's all it really means. They have this filter bar. Okay, if you ever lose this filter bar, let's say if I close this, okay, you can actually go back and let me see here, go to oh yeah, view, and then go to panel, and you have the filter. Okay, or you hit F12 or whatever. You can actually pop this out too if you want, right? Or you can combine it with this one, and now you have two here. But that's something you can do. Let me put it back where it was though. So this is the faceted browsing, or whatever they want to call it. And this is actually you can filter out, like say I want to search for audio, video, images, or documents, whatever the hell it is. This one says by time and date, right? And this one is by rating. Okay, so the ratings that we've done before, you can actually search for that. So let me go back. What was that thing that we did? Let's close that off. Okay, what file was that we did this one? Okay, so this one is called app log or whatever. You can actually, you know, search for that if you wanted to. So let's say I search for apt, but I wanted to have you know, a max rating or whatever. I can do that, and we'll just call it file name. Let's go back to maximum. So you see the maximum, I gave it a 5-star, so it only searched for stuff that has 5-star rating on it, and this was the file that we use, so that's why it only shows up on that one. Otherwise, if you put any rating, it'll have all the other files. See the difference? So that's why you can do faceted filtering, I guess. As far as the other one, what was that one called? We had a tag for it, so we called it YouTube or something, right? And you see there's the tag that we made, YouTube. You can actually use that to search if you want, you know, whatever tags that you put in with it. And that's where the tagging comes along. Not a big deal there, but that's how Nepomuk works, that's how Strigi works, and that's how you would do the faceted you know, browsing, or what's it called, faceted, yeah, browsing or searching, whatever. So that's it. Hopefully you understood that, and in the future they're gonna have I want to say this correctly because the German guys butchered me last time. The KDE version of Zeitgeist. Okay, that thing is coming, and that's like another thing of searching, or not really searching, but relevance. So that's it for this one about desktop searching and faceted browsing. That's it.